Hello everyone and welcome back to the Tarot Tanvi. And I am Tanvi, this is my studio, that's my tarot collection. And this is a blog nose. This is what happens after you go out for a friend's wedding and you eat a lot of junk food. So today, I'm going to tell you one secret that you do not need tarot cards only to understand what your intuition is trying to tell you. What I mean by that is that you can use literally anything, okay? You can use playing cards, you can use Uno deck, you can use anything that you can possibly think of. Because the idea of any deck using any sort of divination tool or anything, be it astrology, numerology, anything, is to only validate your intuition. This is the third eye, that's why I point here. This is responsible for your intuitive abilities. So it's only to validate your own intuition, your own gut feelings. And sometimes, because out of fear and ego, we just do not want to acknowledge our intuition. And that's when we use certain cards or, a specific language like tarot to understand what is it that our soul is wanting us to do and what is our true destiny or soul's purpose or life path in this era or time. So, coming to the understanding of the point that you do not only need tarot cards, you can use literally anything else. So, going by that concept, we have another category of cards that are called oracle cards. Now, oracle cards vary in the messages that they want to tell you. But the idea of using any sort of divination tool, please understand, is to only liberate and to make you feel more independent and to help you believe in your soul's true path. It is never to scare you. If somebody tries to scare you, just understand that that is not for you. So, I'm going to use one oracle deck. And oracle decks are just specific to the authors of the deck. For example, if I have to create an oracle deck, that would be something that has never been created before. So similarly, all the oracle decks are very, very, very different from one another. Well, tarot decks can also be very different. For example, the tarot card that I'm going to use has 80 cards as opposed to the traditional 78 cards. Okay, so now the artist of this card has used different types of illustrations to demonstrate a similar message, or at times the cards also depict a little bit of a different meaning than what usual cards would tell you. So again, everything is completely relative. It depends upon the intuition of the author of the tarot or the oracle deck. At the same time, your own intuition and your gut feel. And now I'm going to shuffle the oracle cards and I'm going to pull one oracle card. Okay. Alright. So, your tarot card is the High Priestess and your oracle is Surrender Unhealthy Relationships. Now, what happens is when you use an oracle card along with a tarot card, it sort of gives you a deeper meaning of what this one particular oracle card, tarot card is trying to tell you. So let me get into this. Now, the High Priestess is a major arcana. A major arcana means that this is very significant energy and it's something that would happen in any case. There are certain things that and changes in our lives that are so inevitable that no matter how hard we try, our soul's calling is so strong in that direction that this thing would definitely happen. So the High Priestess is a card that talks about very strong intuitive abilities. Now you look at this woman, she's standing in her power, she's unafraid, and this card also talks about feeling a sense of strength within, understanding that you are very strong as an individual and you do not need another person or anything else to complete you. You are complete on your own. Now this is exactly what the High Priestess is telling you. And why it's telling you, because now the oracle card says surrender unhealthy relationships. So it says let go of relationships that do not serve you. including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Now, of course, you are the better judge of your life. But understand that sometimes we hold on to unhealthy relationships out of the fear of being alone. Because sometimes being alone becomes such a terror, and we choose to stay in unhealthy, toxic relationships and environments just because we are so afraid of being alone. And ideally, being alone just means that you're with yourself. So when you say that you don't want to end up alone, or you would rather be surrounded by unhealthy and toxic people, it means that you rather value people who drain your energy than trusting yourself. Because when you're alone, the only person you are with is yourself. And one very important fact that we often forget is that by the end of our lives, we are the only, like, for example, by the end of my life, it's only me who will be there with me, till my last breath. And from my first breath to my last breath. So similarly, you are the only person who's going to be with you from your first breath till your last breath. So you are very strong and independent. Trust your gut feeling about people. And understand that if you are, for example, after talking to somebody, after spending time with someone, if you feel very drained, if you feel very negative, if you feel that somebody is taking away your energy and you don't feel empowered and in fact feel disempowered, then that person is not for you. Those people are not good for you. So be brave and let go of anything that is not serving you well, and because you're good enough on your own. So that's all that I have today. And I'll see you again next time. Bye bye. Take care.